What's happening, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of Break It Down, the show where we're always speaking with some amazing artists and musicians like my man M. Dot. What's happening?
What's going on, brother? It's
This is
long time overdue. I mean, we talk anyway, but back on the show.
You're the first repeat guest back on the show. For anyone that doesn't know, we record multiple episodes, edit them, and release them over a span of time. So, uh, you're the first repeat guest. You were the first episode released. Now you're going to be the first repeat guest. Also, we're recording this on January 13th. I'm not sure exactly when it will drop, but it's M. Dot's birthday. So happy birthday.
Thank you. 29. You know what I mean? It just came so quick.
29. Yeah, can't believe it. You don't look a day over 29. So
thank you for
good.
saying that. That's all. I shaved today too, so
I see that. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. For those that don't know M. Dot, one of the hardest working MCs in the game. Recently added production to his repertoire. You've worked with some legendary artists: Method Man, Large Pro, Cool G Rap, Big Shug, Camp Low, many more to come. So thanks for being back with us again today.
Thanks for having me. You're the best.
Of course, I hear it every day. So I tell myself that every day. So
I was just gonna say, I wake up and I piss excellence.
Does it burn when you piss excellence? That's the thing that matters the most. But
that's the old days.
You're currently in the process of releasing a major vinyl and album, Dining in Dystopia. And so I want to get into Blood, Sweat, and Tears. This is a track that you recorded, produced by L.O.B, and you recently shot a music video for. So break it down. Tell us how this song came about. Very powerful lyrics.
Yeah, the cool part about the record that I don't even think I had told you previously, because we obviously talk a lot. Lateb, who's like an affiliate of our crew, he sent me that song during COVID, the initial part of COVID. He's like, I want you on this. I can hear you on this. Actually, he had sent me that months before, and I didn't really give it a fair listen. Like, I kind of like skimmed through, and I was like, yeah, cool. Then during COVID, I had like a lot more time, and I listened to it. I was in my basement. I remember like vividly, like, working out. Like, I remember the bench, and I remember getting up and then writing, taking turns listening to the music, and then getting up and writing a little bit. But I had more time during the lockdown, and I started writing that song, and I started writing, and I kept writing, and then it became like, two verses. And this is a Lateb song featuring me. So I kind of was like, yo, man, like that I did a little bit too much writing. I did like and he's like, oh, that's dope, whatever, you know what I mean? And he didn't end up adding a verse to it, or he wrote his verse and he didn't record it. And I'm like, I'm gonna put this out on this project, And he's like, yeah, man, all good, no worries. And L.O.B's my homie, because of the tab I met L.O.B, and he did what's the name of the record with Rev and Godila, the bowling video. He did the I Been song.
Yeah.
L.O.B is one of the dopest producers. He has the perfect mix of like boom bap and sounding like big, not like thin boom bap. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, he had sent me the record, the tab for his project, and I wrote too much, and it became a solo song for mine, and I liked it so much, but we couldn't get the mix. We couldn't get the mix the way I liked it. Like, I had recorded it. And I didn't like my mix, so I sent it to my homie Census, and Census mixed it from Germany. Shout out to Census, and he did a great mix, but it was too clean. I wanted a little more dirty, and then I sent it to Mac, my other homie from Germany, mechanic, and he did a good mix too, and it was dirtier, but it was just what we were looking for. Census does the best mixes. I just meant that it's just how it worked out was I liked the sonics of the dirtiness of his version for like hardcore boom bap. Quiz also had his hands on it and added some instrumentation that I don't think we ended up using.
Okay.
Fast forward, sorry to interrupt you. Fast forward to last week we had the EMS Christmas party. We have two events every year: the summer party and the Christmas party. As you know, we've had it at your place previously, and at the Christmas party, I was like, we got all these people here. How can I utilize the biggest thing about music videos is if you have characters, if you have people, you can utilize them so much for like the video aesthetic to be so much more than rapping in front of a wall, because it gives it a dynamic, when you have like different people that are playing roles, but it's very hard during a party to get people to be buying in to shoot a music video, like unless it's just some standing in front of the camera shit. I somehow came up with the idea, like 2 days before the video, like we need a video, we need a single before the album drops the end of January. And I contacted Victor Keys, and I told him an idea I had where we do a battle rap, but it's like a comedy, like where each rapper is like a wrestler. People love wrestling and that whole illusion and the different characters and stuff. So we wanted to have like a cheesy group of guys that are hilarious that walk in and like these are the people I'm battling, and like we're like the Broken Lizard crew of rap. I'm telling you, I'm gonna coin that, and that's a fact. Because in the I've Been video, like Core's a cowboy. You know what I mean? Like there's different. So now, like in this video, Core's like this character, Mickey Escobar. Rev is Puppy Chulo,
Puppy
dog.
Chulo. Yeah.
And Ben is MC Zorro. And actually, I was gonna be a character versing myself, like with long hair too. But we gave Ben that character. I've always wanted to do that, like an Eddie Murphy, where like I'm another character in the video that isn't me.
Yeah.
But long story short is we had a party that I created. I utilized the time to make it a video. Like I said, if you have these people there, if people are watching a video, if you're in, costume, you're in character, the effort into that makes it's like a movie. You dive in because you start taking it. It's a different feel when you're watching it, because there's an effort that's evoked for sure with that type of visual, so but we shot it, and everyone was awesome that they were committed, because then we started having fun with it, and me and Victor been editing that video for 2 straight days, because we wanted to, so we get everyone's reaction going, ooh, or like, get him out of here, and then we place these reactions in after scenes. Like, so we didn't shoot it linear, and then we placed all the scenes in, how we wanted them.
Now you were on the Rev Godila track produced by L.O.B. Shout out to Loud Obnoxious Beats. Was this the actual first track you wrote to one of his beats, or did you write that one first?
Wow, that's a great question. I think I wrote this one first. I'd have to look, but they were right around the same time, because I think I wrote this one first. Yes, I had to write this one first, because this is the one. How I initially met him was because of Lateb.
Okay.
And excuse me. And that's a great question. And then the I definitely got after, because then I got that beat for Rev. I was like, yo, he sent me beats. He wanted to do some stuff. So again, look at that pay it forward and how it goes full circle. Lateb sent me that. Then he sent me beats, L.O.B. for me, and I sent those to Rev. And then Rev was like, I love this beat. Or I think I liked it as well. And then Rev was like, yeah, let's rock with this one. And he used it for his project, which I also produced on. So, and I say that only meaning that like I wanted L.O.B. on it too, and I also had already done something on it. So it's just, again, but the coolest part about the video is we don't take ourselves too seriously. Too many rappers are afraid to have fun and be vulnerable and enjoy themselves in a video, and we portrayed that like to the nth degree, because we, as you know, you've seen the video, or at least the rough copy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. When's the plan to release it?
Next week. So
okay,
hopefully the 21st. It's we're gonna finish it. I'm gonna drive back up to Victor's, and we're gonna finish editing it. But the goal would be not the goal, the date that would be the 21st, but it will be done before then. So this episode, whenever this episode airs, maybe it will be coming out, or about to come out, or just came out. Yeah, I'm excited.
It'll probably come out day or two before, day or two after, right around that time. So whenever you're watching or listening to this episode, you are audience out there. Some of it will be available. We're going to play overlay some clips, and we're going to play some of the song as well. So let's get into a little bit of Blood, Sweat, and Tears right now. This is just a little a little clip of the song. This is produced by L.O.B Blood, Sweat, and Tears off the Dining and Dystopia album. Check it out.
Hey, yo. I've been chasing the bigger dream since I started spitting, and now it's driven equal to the soul and heart that's given. A part of living, though they say it's a house and a home. Of course you want it, but they're kidding and doubting is wrong. Guess it's time to grind harder and work more. Soldier jumping out the drummer, spraying on his first tour. Keep that chip on your shoulder and use it every chance. A killer moves in silence, fooling foes with benevolence. Aim to fly high enough that you never been. Fist fights to some kids and we never ran. Fought my way out of corners when outnumbered. Still found food though on dough when I felt hungered. They can push me, punch me, stab me, kick me, choke me, hold me down.
So that was Blood, Sweat, and Tears. When is the album actually dropping for Dining in Dystopia?
January 28th is the release.
Okay.
We just put the pre-order now, so people can buy it now and they'll get the audio. So if you buy the vinyl, I'm pretty sure, I have to ask Rev, but I think you get the digital version as well when you pre-order the vinyl. And the 29th is the actual release party at the Freestyle Clinic in Everett with Kana, Seti, and the whole crew. I'm pumped. We're going to be rocking over there. But like I said, we're doing an exclusive vinyl. It's not going to be on a lot of digital platforms. It'll be on Bandcamp, but it's not going to be on, everywhere.
You got one of the vinyls you can show.
Yeah. If you let me step over.
Yeah. No, we want you to show how sick. I mean, the album. I want to get into the album cover as well. You can let everybody know about the artist who designed the album cover. There it is, right there, Dining in Dystopia. And then show everyone the actual vinyl itself.
So this is a special vinyl they made for me. Like he gave it to me as a gift. I'm trying to think. Shout out to Justin from Burlington Factory, Record Factory, and he basically made this one. Look at this one, dude.
Yeah, that's
how
sick.
Crazy the colors.
Yeah.
So my daughter did this art right here. She did the character, like it's almost like a little Blair Witch or whatever, kind of a witch or a wood type character made out of like sticks, and she made that art. So the cool story is, with my daughter, Cadence, she was like not even 9, or she just maybe turned 9, and she was drawing some art. And I love her art. I had no idea she had this. I had no idea that she was at this level. I had always, can you see me, Mike?
Yeah.
She'd always been like doodling, but I didn't know that she had really taken it to this level that quickly. And she started like painting pictures that I was blown away by. And I said, hey, do you want to do some art for one of the albums? And she drew this picture that I liked, but like I took a picture of it, and when I came back in the room, she had crossed it out and thrown it away. She thought that it wasn't good enough, like she just didn't like it. And little did she know I had saved the picture, and then I had a digital version, so that I sent it to Victor. He made it HD, and then we used it for the vinyl sticker. So you know what I mean? Like artists will throw their paintings out, and someone else will pick it out of the trash and put it on their wall. And I think of that with her, with this. And then Adam Reduc, I'm trying to say his name right, a German fan, was sending me messages with his art, not to like hawk his art or to have the art, for me to use. He was just showing me it, and he was going through a tough time. And I was like, listen, man, why don't you do, art for our next album, and he was all about it. And I'll send you some of the versions he had sent me and all the tiers as it developed, kind of like we did with Gooba. Shouts to Gooba, who did Ego and the Enemy, which is right behind you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so he sent me all the layers to and it finally came to this. But the coolest part about this cover is you can see the texture, you can see the canvas, because you can see the painting in it. You can see the canvas on it, and that's, to me, like, that it's, and the back art is by Sarat. He's a homie from Core, Switzerland. So now if you see my nose right here, it looks a little bit big. He does exaggerated features. Not that I'm not saying I don't have a big Italian nose. I'm saying in the real full picture, it was a big face and a big nose. He does it gorgeous, gorgeous, but they're exaggerated features. And we thought it looked more kind of goofy. And we were like, how can we still use this? Not that his art was goofy, but just the picture didn't fit what we were doing.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we cut it down the side. And then we put the track list to the right of it. You know what I mean? Instead of the face. I'm going to show you that picture too.
Yeah. I think I've seen that one, but no.
You might even have seen it.
You were able to use something that might have gone to the wayside and it still came out perfect. Yes. I think the back looks great too.
And Core did the track list. Core, he came over and we did the track list together. And what did Bug Out do? Bug Out did this, the Dining in Dystopia.
Okay.
He did, I think. I know, unless it was Victor. Yeah, no, Bug Out. It was definitely Bug Out. And then Victor did the layout where he did the M dot up here. I did the parental advisory right here, but he kind of like, Victor also hit it, made all the colors pop. And Sarat's homie, Danny Gort, he also helped out with the back too. There's all like a little world back here that Sarat had made with the face. So yeah, so there was a lot of moving pieces. Adam did the front, Cadence did the record, Bug Out, he did the title, Dining in Dystopia, you know, and Sarat and Danny did the back, and Cord did the track list. Yep.
So Dining in Dystopia will be released soon. You know, we're always working on stuff. So what else do you want to let our audience know that is coming or that you're working on for, you know, the rest of 2022?
So the goal is, we were on tour, put out the Pete Rock single, Ego 2 was supposed to drop. We had 2 other tours to follow right after that album. And COVID hit. Like I said, it's April 2020. It's just crazy that it'll be 2 years now, Doug, in a couple months. But anyways, we hit the brakes, came home, I started producing, put the album Ego 2 on hold. And this was supposed to be just kind of a holdover to give people a project. And it started to snowball and became bigger than it was. We did the Cool G rap song. We did the Conway song. And then it started to gain legs, you know. And, but Ego 2 is the album that's really the one that we've been working on for a long time. It has all the special components on it with stories, concepts, you know, big hooks, bigger beats, the best writing I've ever done. That's what's going to follow this. And it's basically just the next step of, we got Gooba doing the art, thanks to you. We got, you know, production that's the best production I've ever been a part of. I might have to do one more song that I produce, so I might have to cut a song. You know what I mean? We'll figure that out. But long story short, is Ego 2 would be next after this album. That's the goal. I just got to figure out who's pressing it, you know, and the whole plan. We got to talk about it, see, you know, what the best strategic move is for releasing that. But Ego 2 is the next release. EMS album, you know, me and Big Shug have a project that's on hold, that we have a bunch of records done. But yeah, Ego 2 is the main focus in the EMS album.
No doubt. Well, we'll have the links in the description for Ego, the Bandcamp website, as well as the Dining in Dystopia vinyl. There's limited 300 available.
Yep.
So you got to get them now while you can. Let everybody know where they can find more M. Dot.
And before I say, the Ego 2 is done, by the way. So just so you know, if I add a song, it's done. So that's the cool part, that we are now just in the position of how we're releasing it after we have this album to kind of gain a little bit of momentum. They can reach me at m.boston, MDOT Boston. The Bandcamp is where we're selling the vinyl right now. You can go on the Bandcamp, but I appreciate anybody who comes and shows support, because we're an independent artist. So that's how we make our, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I gain all this energy and momentum, by getting more more listeners, more people buying the merch, buying the product, you know. So at M.Boston.
At M.Boston, thank you again, my friend. Happy birthday. And for all our listeners and our viewing audience, that's it for today. Thank you for checking in with us, and we'll catch you again on the next
Thank
one.
you. Hey, thank you, brother. And this was the first interview for the album, so that's what's really dope too. So I appreciate it. It's only fitting it was with you. You know?
No doubt. It's a dope album. Everyone's gonna love it. So
I appreciate it.
Go check it out. More episodes with M. coming soon. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Break It Down. Subscribe to us on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcast. If there's a song or video you want us to break down with an artist, hit us up on social media at Own Lane Music, or hit the artist up directly and mention our show. Maybe we can talk to him. That's it, everyone. Peace out.